Hey Artland, how's it going? So I got a lot of good feedback from you guys about enjoying the Godzilla hybrids. So today I wanted to create another one. And this time I want to show you guys how to draw Godzilla and Behemoth combined. Now, to start off this, we're going to begin with the face. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to kind of curve down. It's going to go over and come up like this. Then right here, I'm just going to make a little line that's just going to kind of curve around, kind of like an oval shape for the eye. Then I'm just going to make a little line that kind of curves up and down above it. And then right here, I'm going to make a little line that goes out, and I'm just going to kind of bring it down. Then I'm going to take this line and just kind of curve it right around. Then starting here, I'm going to draw this line. I'm just going to kind of bring it around here. And then I'm going to make a little curved line right here, kind of sticking with Godzilla's face a little bit. Now, starting here, I want to kind of add Behemoth's great big tusks. So I'm going to start here and draw a line that's just going to kind of go down, and then it's going to kind of curve up to here. Then I'm going to draw a line that's just going to kind of curve back, and it's going to kind of come around up to here. Then right here, I'm going to add a couple little curved lines right around it, just to kind of show where they're kind of sitting in there. Now right here, I'm going to make a little line that kind of curves around. And then I'm going to make a line that just kind of goes down and over. Then right here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make that line just kind of go down. It's going to kind of curve around. It's going to come up, and it's just going to run right up to here. I'm going to add a couple more extra little lines right there. Now, starting here, I'm just going to add a couple little kind of curved lines just so we can kind of form like the back of Godzilla. Let me get the cat out of the way. Now, starting right here, I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to kind of curve down and then over. And then starting right here, I kind of want to make those big arms, kind of like Behemoth would have. Now, I don't want them to be all the way dragging on the ground. They can be kind of close to it, but I want them to kind of still have like the feeling that they might kind of hang. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to draw a line. It's just going to kind of curve down, and it's going to go over like this. Then starting here, I'm going to draw another line that goes down. Then I'm going to draw this line down to here. I'm going to draw a line that's going to kind of curve, and it's going to come back. I'm going to draw another one right here, bring it back. Then I'm going to add a couple little curved lines and connect it to there. And then right here, I'm going to make another one that kind of curves out. Then start right here, I'm going to add a couple lines and kind of bring it in. Then over here, I'm going to make the other arm. It's going to be kind of start off hidden behind here, so I'm going to start it out here. Draw a line that's going to kind of curve. Make another one that's going to go down here. And then make one more right here and then kind of curve it up. I'm going to add a couple little lines and kind of bring it up to here. And we'll see a little bit of the arm right in there. Then starting here, I'm going to make kind of like a wavy, kind of broken line going down the back here. And then starting right here, I want to start off with one of the legs. So I'm going to start right about here and draw a line that goes out, and that's going to kind of curve down to here. I'm going to stick more with kind of like Behemoth's feet on this one. So when I get down to here, I'm just going to make kind of like a line that goes down and over. Make another one that goes down a little bit lower and over. And then one more that goes down and kind of curves around. Then I'm going to make a line that goes up, and it's going to kind of curve up to here, kind of jump between the claws. Then right here, I'm going to draw a line that just kind of goes down and then over. Line that goes down, and then I'm going to add kind of the same thing that I did with the feet on the other side. Then I'm just going to draw a line that kind of goes up and then kind of curves in. And that's going to go right up to about there. Bring this line up a little bit. Now, I want to add Godzilla's tail onto here. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to draw a line. It's just going to kind of go down to here. Then I'm going to kind of curve it up and then kind of bring it around. I'm going to keep it kind of rounded at the end, and then as I get closer towards the body, I'm going to make it really big again. Now, when I add the spikes onto here, I'm going to, instead of making them like stick straight out like Godzilla's would, I'm going to kind of angle them down a little bit. So I'm going to start off with a few kind of wavy kind of spikes here, you know. And then I'm going to make these kind of angled down a little bit, just to kind of give them a little bit more of like a smoother look across the back, not so like sticking out and crazy. And so I'm just going to kind of angle these. I'm still kind of sticking with that Godzilla pattern with like some big ones and some small ones on here. And then I'm just going to kind of bring these down to here. And I'm just going to throw a few on the tail. I'm not going to go crazy with a ton of them. So here's our basic drawing of our Godzilla Behemoth crossover. Now we want to come in here and add all the details. So I'm going to kind of add these really big claws onto the fingers here. Same thing on the front ones. And I like to add an extra line or two just to kind of make it look like they're kind of sitting in there. I'm going to add some kind of like big toes, almost like an elephant or like a rhino's toes onto the feet. Same thing with some of those different little wrinkles on there. A couple little lines around there. I'm going to add a few little extra lines right around the toes and everything, just for some detail and texture. Add a little curved line right around the eye. So just kind of put a few lines kind of right around the arms and the body and everything. Little spots where two parts of the body kind of meet, especially by the arms and legs and everything. Gonna add like some little curved lines right around where like the kneecap would be. I'm gonna add like a few little lines right around here. I'm doing these kind of curved lines. These just kind of help make the body look like it's kind of got a curve to it, like it's not so flat. Do kind of the same thing up here. Put a few right around here as well. Make a few little curved lines right around the leg. Little lines like this just kind of help make things look realistic, gives them a little bit of shape. I'm going to do a little line kind of right down the stomach and chest of our little Behemothzilla right here. Gonna add some little lines onto the claws too, just some quick little lines. Just kind of give it a little bit of texture. I'm gonna add right here kind of where this tusk kind of, you know, like curves. I'm gonna add a little line right up here just to kind of show where it's kind of moving and twisting. Gonna add a few little kind of broken lines right along the tusk shape here. Gonna add a few on here as well. So make sure I get some by that curve. Just for some detail, then I'm gonna do that same thing I was doing over here on the arms. Just kind of add these quick little curved lines. And that just kind of helps show that this is something that's round. It's not like a flat shape or anything. And just kind of doing a little bit of that over here. Add just a couple little lines by the face and everything. few more little lines over here. I wanted to kind of give him kind of like the slumped over look, like these tusks are just really heavy and everything, and it takes like a lot of strength just to kind of keep his head up and everything. That's why I kind of went with these spikes that are kind of angled down, you know. If they were like sticking straight up, I just didn't feel like it would flow really nicely. So I'm going to add kind of like a broken line right down the tail here. Add some more of those kind of like little scaled patterns. Some more broken lines kind of going down here. A few little curved lines on the end of the tail. I'm going to add some more of these kind of curved lines around here just to give it a little bit of shape and everything, a little bit of detail. Add a few more lines and details just around the legs and feet and everything. I was really having trouble deciding if I wanted him to kind of have, you know, more of like a fur look or more of like kind of like a Godzilla texture look. So I kind of just went with like a little bit of an in-between, not so, you know, scaly, but not really furry either. They were just kind of like a little bit of a cross, you know. So I'm just going to kind of add a few more little details around here. I'm going to add some of these quick little lines kind of right next to all these little bumps in the scales just to give them a little bit of texture. Going to add a few little lines kind of around here just for a little bit of detail. I was almost tempted to make this kind of look like fur too, but I just decided to go with the typical Godzilla scales and just put a little twist on them, even though they're not really too different. And I'm just kind of adding a few more details around here. This is kind of the fun part, just kind of figuring out where you want to put things, how you want to make them look. Add a couple things up here. I feel like we could need a little bit more on the head there. And there we go. There is our drawing of a Godzilla Behemoth crossover. You call it like a Behemothzilla or something along those lines. So there you go. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.